Hello, my people. Good day and welcome again to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart, where we come together to help children, women, and young people eradicate hunger, illiteracy, and poverty, build generational wealth while living a life of leadership and purpose from their heart. So thank you guys so much, and thanks, Sister Yvonne, as always. Thank you to the managing director and to other people and to those that will be watching if they don't have the time to watch us here live. The YouTube is there. Just make sure you support it. Comments, don't just watch. Say something about what you're watching, and even if it's not the right thing, that is still something important because then we put our heads down and then look for something that is going to help in that regard. So thank you guys so much. And I would like to also announce on the show here that One Global Movement is partnering with an IT school in Cameroon that is going to be teaching young people IT and other related services. So it's called, what is the name of the school here? Let me see. Okay, St. Augustus Group. Advance your IT career with St. Augustus Group. So this is a professional IT certification training program. It offers industry leading company TIA. I don't know the full abbreviations of all of those things. Certifications, IT security, and IT network, and a lot of things that they're going to. And so we are partnering with them because we want to promote education. And today, with the way that the world is evolving, IT is the way to go. And so we embrace this and we thank God, and we're going to continue doing this thing. So if you are watching this show, or you go to YouTube and you are in Cameroon, or you intend to visit Cameroon, or you want to enroll as a neighboring country in that school, contact us here. Contact One Global Movement and we will let you know how to get in touch. It is a school by specialists, IT professionals that know what they are doing, and we encourage parents, families, and young people to get enrolled in this school. Anything that One Global Movement is there, we want to make sure that it is the authentic thing, it is the right thing to do. So the school again is called Advance Your Career with St. Augustine's Group. Very, very important here. And we'll talk more about this as we go along. And I think there is a phone number, a contact number here, and I'm going to read it here. It is 681 736 772 or 650 391 398. And the one of the founders, or both of them, they will come here on the show and talk more about it so that you can hear from the horse's mouth. So thank you so much. And today we are in One Global Movement Revolution Part 416, Series 1, Modeled Service versus Instructed Service. Very, very important. That's a theme. Model service versus instructed service. What young people actually learn from adults. Begin to put your comments, your questions, or whatever you have in the chat. And even when you go to watch, please do the same, because it is through the comments and the questions that you ask that will help us to begin to know how we are doing here. And be sure that this goes far so that IT knows what we're doing here, and let us continue to do it. So, sister, maybe you should.
I just want to verify the information. It's St. Augustine School is Cameroon, and it's spelled with an E at the end, AUGUSTINE.
You mean Cameroon?
The information you just gave a while ago with the phone number 681 736 6772 and
Okay.
St. Augustine School, AUGUSTINE. Is that how the school name is spelled?
Let me see St. Augustine here. Let me make sure that it's the right spelling here. Augustine is AUGUSTIN. St.
No
Augustine.
E. Okay.
No E. St. Augustine Group. Advance your IT career with St. Augustine Group. Very, very important. Yes, but thank you so much for that verification. It makes it clearer for
Okay.
the
Yeah.
audience. Thank you. Yeah. So let us begin the show.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So yes, this topic, as you said, is modeling service, model service versus instructed service. But these are not competitive things, they are complementary. You have to
Mhm,
have both. And
mhm,
what young people actually learn from adults as we model these service and instructed service. It represents two complementary sides of a single coin, as I
mhm,
say. It's the holistic development of young people. While one is implicit and observational, which is the model part of it, and the other is explicit and intentional as the instructed part of it. So it's what we do and what we say, as always, what we've always been saying on this platform. Our
mhm,
young people are watching what we do and what we say, and both of those have impact on them. Both of these concepts are crucial for teaching responsibility, compassion, and civic engagement and responsibility. So, model service is what they see, the implicit, observational, hidden curriculum lessons that children learn by watching adults, reflecting how to act, how to behave, and to treat others, such as empathy,
mhm.
resilience, and problem solving. The instructed part, the instructed service, is what they are told to do, how they are told to do something. The explicit, structured, and intentional guidance of service learning that teaches specific skills, connects volunteering to curriculum, and explains the why behind we do what we do. So, what do young people learn from modeled service? Young people learn by observing adults in their lives, all the adults, parents, teachers, mentors, pastors, anybody. And they internalize these actions often without being explicitly taught. They just watch and they learn.
Yeah.
This is why it's so important to be authentic and congruent and not be hypocritical, because you
Yeah.
confuse these young people when you say one thing and do another.
Mhm,
Authentic values and behaviors. By watching adults act with integrity, with patience, kindness, young people learn to treat other people with respect.
yeah.
You can't be gossiping and saying bad things about people at home and then expect the young ones to go out now and not behave the same way because they don't know the line.
Mhm,
They don't know that it's only for at home,
yeah.
which is hypocrisy, by the way, right? So
Yeah.
there's empathy and emotional regulation, observing adults manage stress calmly or show compassion in difficult situations teaches our young people how to manage their own emotions and empathize with others. You can disagree without becoming disagreeable. That's the saying, right?
Mhm,
Yeah. So it's a template for adulthood. That's what it is. Modeling provides a roadmap for interpersonal relationships and how to cooperate and collaborate, and how to apologize or to make repairs after a mistake, because we all make them.
yep.
The
Of
worst
course.
thing we can do is present ourselves as perfect adults, I
Mhm,
mean, to these
yep.
children. The why of service. Seeing adults give their time and energy to others in the community inspires curiosity, and then it reinforces the importance of being a responsible citizen, whether it's in community, in the nation, or globally. That is what we are designed to be, responsible citizens. What young people learn from instructed service is that through structured, intentional service, learning where action is combined with reflection, young people require more formal skills to do that and deeper structured understanding, practical life and academic skills.
Mhm,
So direct service, organizing a food pantry, for instance,
mhm.
tutoring, coding for a nonprofit, cleaning up the community, all those things they watch and they learn how to do that. Young people learn tangible skills like project management, teamwork, and problem solving.
Yep.
Jump in whenever you're ready, sister.
Certainly, certainly. I really like when you say when we don't do things the authentic way, we don't do things that come from the heart, we confuse these young
We
people.
do.
And they
Yes.
do, really confuse them. And sometimes it's not like intentionally we want to confuse them. Sometimes we are buried in our own mindset, in
Yes,
our
that's
own
true. That's
frustration,
true.
and then we
Yes.
do things like transfer aggression that will affect them. And they are
Mhm.
not just confused, they are mentally down. And when we do that, we also alienate them. they run away from us,
Yes. Yes.
and they don't want to talk, they don't want to do things because they already, their body tells them that what you are saying, you are not doing it, you're just saying it. And so that is very, very important for us, and we all are learning every day. Nobody is perfect here, and there is no
No.
perfection in this life anyway. It's only the creator that is perfect, and nobody should ever say they are perfect, because they are not. Because
Mhm.
depending on our background and how we were raised and what the challenges that we face, it can also shape the way that we contribute to raising these children and also interacting with them. But we want to be able to remind ourselves, what am I saying? And how am I saying it? Or
Yeah.
am I doing what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
these children are impressionable from birth, even from the womb. So that is very important. And so I always like to ask this universal question. What are we really teaching? What are we really teaching? Do we stop to ask ourselves every day? Now, I really make it a point of duty to always say, think before I say something. And that is
Yes.
really helping me a lot. So
Yes.
if young people learn more from what we do than what we say, what
Mhm.
are we truly teaching? The popular saying that action speaks louder than words, right?
Yes.
So what
Yes.
are we really teaching? So across the world, we speak to young people about kindness, about
Mhm.
responsibility, about service, and about leadership, and a whole lot of other things, which are good. But words alone do not shape character. And words alone do not shape character. Even action alone does not. We have
Mhm.
to always look to the source. Who is the source of creation? And who gave us these children? Because children are the greatest gift of all. Without children, without these young people, the society will come to a standstill. And so
True.
this is very, very important. So words alone do not shape character, and character should start right from the womb. That is why, in my culture, it says, when you are pregnant as a mother, be mindful of the words that come out of your mouth.
Mhm. Mhm.
Be mindful of what you're thinking. Be mindful of what you set your eyes on, because what you set your eyes on constantly, the child will come out to be like that. And it is true.
Mhm.
It is
Mhm.
so true. And so instruction informs the mind. It informs the mind. Examples form the heart, because
Yes.
you can just inform the mind. But if you don't live by example, the heart will not take anything. And so we will talk about the limits of instructed service. Instructed service sounds like something like be kind, help others, just like you said, you mentioned there, give back, you know.
Yes.
Yet,
Yes.
when actions do not match these words, young people learn that service is optional.
Yeah.
They will not learn to go to the food pantry to help there, right? They will learn that
Yes.
service is optional, it is not an obligation, you know.
Mhm.
They will learn that compassion is performative. You have to perform it, it just so the world can see that you're showing
Yes.
compassion. They learn that
Mhm.
words matter more than integrity, instead of knowing that integrity matters more than words. Because when you have this high integrity, it comes out as words, because it's already internalized within you. Now it comes out
Exactly.
as word.
Very.
And so one global movement says, when service is only spoken, it becomes advice. When it is lived, it becomes identity. So what
Yes.
is your identity? Your
Yes.
identity is your child's identity. Your identity is the village or the community identity. Because how we
Mhm.
live as adults and parents and caregivers, it's going to really shape the way these children live. We talked today about, oh, these kids don't know how to socialize. They're all
Mhm.
their cell phones, they are doing this, they are doing that. What did you do to get those children at that point? Not to blame anybody. We all have done something that did not work well. And so what did
Mhm.
you do? And that is very, very important for us. I see Brother Divya here. And so that is very important to us. Let me send him in. Welcome, Brother Divya. Congratulations for joining us today. And
We
so,
haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
and so
Thank
this
you.
is very
Thank you very
important.
much.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm a- I'm absolutely fantastic.
Oh, good. It's good to hear again from you. And thank you so much for thinking about One Global Movement and the children and young people and women and joining us here today. And so we are treating a lot of powerful things here, and they are really bearing fruit. And we thank God for that. And so we talk about the power of modeled service. Model service is adults helping without recognition.
Yes.
If we can think about where we come from, or the family that brought us here together, people were always wanting people to see me, look at me. I'm
Yeah.
doing this, I'm doing that. But that's not what it is. Do
Mhm.
what you're doing in private alone should be exactly how you behave in public. The
Absolutely.
world is not about seeing. When we do this, you want when your children learn, or the young people in your community, they learn that, oh, I want to be heard. I want people to focus attention. We create what is called attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in those children. And then we turn around and say, oh, my child is this, is that, because we ourselves, they listen to us, they look at us, they see our actions. We just want that attention to be focused on me without the doing. That is very
Yes.
important. So, modern service is adults helping without recognition.
It
You're
is.
doing things that come from your heart. Think that,
Yes.
know that the only person that you look up to for recognition is the one that created you.
Yes.
And no
And he
matter what
says,
somebody says that, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is not how
yes,
it's been done.
yes,
How is
yes,
it being done? By who? For who? Is the question you should be asking yourself.
yes.
Because you do things because the way that God gave them to you, and you do them the way that you know how to do them, and how you understand them, and how you impact the world with them. And so
Exactly.
leaders listening before leading. You listen as a leader. We all are leaders in one form or the other. You listen before you lead. Don't just say, oh, I know it. I have done this several times. You've done this several times. Does it mean that that's the right way? No.
Yes.
And so, family sharing with those in need. You're sharing with those in need, not just sharing with those in need. Sometimes people that even have everything, they are billionaires, they still need something. They still need that human feeling that I received a gift, even though I have all of this money. This is
Mhm.
how things should be done. And so, young people absorb how to treat people, how to respond to suffering, how to carry responsibility if we do it that way. And so, one global movement says modeling is teaching without announcing the lesson.
Mhm.
We are here doing this because this is the world is evolving, but we want to try to balance it with the authentic way of doing things, not just because we want social media to know that this is what we are doing. You know the programs that we have here, and those programs are taking groundwork now in different parts of the world, beginning from Cameroon, because charity begins at home. If you don't
Exactly.
treat people in your home, your children first, how are you going to help another person in the community? Is what we are doing. But it's spreading. I'm right here in the United States. It's taking root here, and it's taking root in other countries as well. And
Yeah.
so we're going to keep doing that. And this is what we are talking about. And you don't worry about who say, oh, what you're doing is ugly. Or, oh, come on, what do you think you're doing is nothing. I did this, I did that. Somebody who talks like that, don't believe in them. Okay?
That's right.
They
That's
talk,
right.
let's say in my village that talk and do. Okay? Talk and
What
do.
can I do?
Don't
Yes.
just do it. And so this is very, very important. Maybe you want to jump in, or Brother Divya, coming here, you already know the topic, you can contribute something. And we scheduled the show only for 30 minutes
Ah,
now, so that
yes.
people can pay attention and focus and watch it. Thank you.
So check with that brother Divya, see if he has anything. Otherwise, I'll continue.
Yeah, if you have something, Brother Divya, go ahead, and knowing that by 12:30 we'll be done. In about 7 minutes here, we'll be done. Thank you.
1:30 for us, but okay.
Yeah. Go, do you have something, Brother Divya? Go ahead. We don't hear you.
You're
I,
muted. You're
you're
muted. You're
muted.
muted. Okay. All right.
Am I audible properly?
Yes.
Okay, let me go. So thank you first of all that you have given me such a very wonderful opportunity to at least have some words in front of you both. You are really doing a very great job, and I'm really thankful from the bottom of my heart. And I must say one thing. because I was really missing. It is, as I said you earlier, that it's somehow some odd time as per the Indian context is concerned. So I was not available for a very long time. So I'm really regret for that. And I'm thinking that, yes, what you are doing, it's a really, really very, fascinating because it requires a great amount of passion and everything. So you are going on track. And now I'm also trying to keep it, keep in touch with you and go ahead with you all. So, and as for the today's topic is concerned, really it's mesmerizing because any child, especially those who were deprived from the mainstream, they couldn't get the kind of facilities and everything. So I must say that what the impact of the adults in the children, because children requires a lot of care, a lot of affection from we elders or the adults. So it is one of the great learning they can consume through the elders, and if the elders or the adults will definitely do something for the making of their future more
Yes.
greater and grander. So we need to set up the moral, and we look forward in a way the way we want to bring up. So all these things are very important, and I do believe that education is the only weapon through which anything and everything can be achieved. Because ultimately we all are living in a humanoid society. So being a a cultured person, we need
Yes.
to focus on to this particular moment, that because it's most of the things are now keep changing, revolving in a very rapid manner. And if you look at the overview of this, so as per that the AI is also making a very great impact, and even the sanitation, the hygienic things, and many more nutritional values, as well as the impact of the education. If you look at in all the things, and if you groping the things, you will find that this is a very crux moment where we can upbring our child or our you know our children. Then it is a great responsibility as well. So we have to take the onus in a way to show the path to the right direction, and it is up to us to move ahead with the great care and with great responsibility. So
Thank you
I'm
so much.
thinking always about the children, because children is absolutely the future of their
Yeah.
respective nations, and
Yes.
through their uh, you know things they can go ahead, and we can resolve once again the greater dream which we are expecting from them. They can achieve it surely. So thank you very much,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Dr.
Thank
John,
you,
and
brother.
I also want to thank to you know Finn ma'am, that they both are doing really a very uh, keen observatory, uh, and most magnanimous things as far the children is concerned. So I'm once again, I'm really giving a full-fledged salutation to both of you, that you have dedicated your whole life for making at least a better world to live.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
Thank
very
much.
much, and back to you.
Thank you. Sister,
thank you,
you
brother.
can go, and then maybe give the
Okay.
next question.
So I just want to go again about why they are complementary, because a lot of times we talk about these concepts and they're normally opposing, but these are not. These are keeping our children, our young people, ourselves congruent and authentic, as we always stressing on here. Don't do and not say, and don't say and not do. make sure, as you said with the proverb, what you said, talk and do,
Talk and do.
talk and do.
Yes.
So how they are complementary, two sides of the same coin. The two approaches are not competing. Instead, they work together to create a well-rounded individual, which is what we want for our children.
Yes.
Modeling ignites and instruction guides. A young person might be inspired by seeing an adult volunteer, which is modeling, but they need the structured guidance of a school project or some other structure to know how to start their own project. As I
Yep.
said, I talked about the cleaning up of the environment in their own backyard. I don't mean in the world because no one person can do that. So it's action and reflection. Model service is mostly about the action, while instructed service adds the necessary reflection to make the experience truly educational and lasting. Because as we always say here, education is not just in school and books, it's world. It's
Yes.
from the morning, in the morning you get up to the day when it's ended, you're learning something, not just in the classroom. We're not putting down the classroom, but learning happens elsewhere as well,
Yep.
right? When what young people are told when they're instructed matches what they observe you doing and they say, they are more likely to internalize the values of service and community, right?
Yep. Certainly.
Proverbs 22:6 is widely cited biblical proverb that emphasizes the importance of early foundational instruction for children. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. This is a simple guideline.
Yep. Yep. That is very simple guideline. And thank you so much for quoting that verse from the Bible, because the Bible is the greatest book of wisdom. That is
It
a
is.
book that some of us grew up reading first before
Yep.
reading anything else. And that's a way of life. You're not just reading because you're a pastor, you're going to be a pastor. You're reading because that is the truth of
It
how
is.
we should live our lives. Because I'm glad that you talk about education shouldn't just be classroom education.
It's not.
Classroom education is very good, but the education starts from home, and
It
it
does.
starts from the womb.
It
When
does.
you are pregnant, because when the mother is pregnant, the father is also pregnant.
Yep.
Whether the girlfriend is pregnant, the boyfriend is also pregnant. You guys start reading to that child right from the womb. My grandmother, who never attended a classroom education, taught me these lessons, and that's
Yep.
what we did with my son. You will be surprised and amazed what
Mm-hmm.
will happen. Okay, you'll be surprised. So
Oh
let
yeah,
us
I know.
do,
Yeah.
and we keep reminding ourselves. Let us, are we doing what we are telling or instructing or advising these young people to do? Are
Yes.
we living by example? This is so important. So
Very
young
important.
people, like you said, they internalize what they see
Yep.
more
They
than what
do.
they hear. Children and
Absolutely.
youth learn service when they witness it, when
Yes,
they
it's
feel it.
true.
The
And,
respect.
and
Go
And
ahead, sis.
because they like to imitate us, that's more impactful, right? When they
Yes.
see you doing something and they might ask you why. Why are you helping the neighbor? Or why are you picking
Yes.
up the trash? And that goes more into them than if you say, go pick up this. That is not how that it's done. They
Yes.
see you doing it, so they think that's something good to do because, we're their heroes, right or wrong. So it depends on what we put out there. You know what I mean? When they see.
Yes.
So it's so simple. It really is quite simple.
Yep. And they
Yeah.
learn when they see like disagreement is everywhere in every family with everyone.
Yep.
When they will respect you
When
in
you
a situation.
apologize. Yes.
Yes. There's listen to you how you're talking, mommy and daddy, they are disagreeing and how they are going to agree later on. They respect when you show compassion, even in
Yep.
difficult situations. You still show compassion, even integrity in decision making. Don't sell out yourself just because you want to get something and you lost your integrity. When you lost your integrity, you've lost your sanity. And that's not a good thing to do. And so
Yep.
these things are very paramount. Sometimes people will put you down, they'll say, oh, you're so uptight, or you're so stringent, you're so strict, to put your spirit down. Don't listen to that.
Don't listen to
And when
them.
we
No,
do this, our children will listen and they will do well. So
absolutely.
sister,
Yes.
I think we've come to the end of this.
We have.
One second conclusion from you. We're done.
You were talking about giving for show. And the Bible also, of course, has something about that. It says, when you give, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it to yourself because you're not putting it on for an act. You truly are doing it, right?
Yes.
And people want to follow that more than when they realize that you're doing it because the camera is on. That's not a real
Mhm.
That's not a real way to instruct your child, your children, or anybody else who's watching. They will
Yes.
say, "Mommy just gives because or Daddy just gives because it's necessary," and they have compassion and respect for other people, not
Mm.
because they're gonna be in a headline in the news saying. So I think that's another important component of this whole service, modeling and instructing. Do what you say and say what you do.
There you
Truly.
go. Don't give under the flashing light of the cameras, and then in privacy, you are somebody else. So thank you
Yeah,
so
somebody
much.
else.
And
Yeah.
thank you, Brother Divya. We are hoping that when you a chance to come here, we will come, because the issues facing this population in the world is everyone's responsibility. We are not here
Absolutely.
for charity. We are here for charity, sharing
Yes.
what we have, what we've been gifted with, to the betterment of every child, regardless of where they live or who they are in the world. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week, and have a wonderful rest of your week, and have a fun weekend. We love you all.
Thanks,
Until
everyone. Bye bye. Good to see you, Brother Divya. Take
yeah,
care.
yeah.